Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. For today's video, I'm going to be playing with all the new drugstore makeup that I recently bought, and I'm actually really excited because I have a little bit of everything today, but I have mostly LA Girl, which I love this brand, by the way. I think they're so underrated. They have some great products. We have also some Flower Beauty, some Essence, some NYX, a little bit of everything. So make sure you guys grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup, of course, and your brushes so we can get ready together, and let's get into it and have some girl time. So LA Girl has some new eyeshadow palettes. These are the 4-play eyeshadow palettes. Up top, we have the color Cowgirl, and on the bottom is Seduce. These are really nice because you can see you just get 4 different eyeshadows. They come in a variation of different shades, and you can do your eyeshadow with stuff like this in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to start with the Seduce palette first, and I'm going to use this color right here. I have swatched these and they feel really nice. And I already have primer on my lids, brows are done, you already know, the whole 9 yards. I'm just gonna start working that color in my crease, working it also on the outer lid. Ooh, that actually looks really good. And look at how much product you get on the brush. LA Girl did not come to play. Now I'm gonna go into the Cowgirl palette, and I'm gonna use this mustardy soft brown, and I'm gonna apply that where I just applied the previous shade. Very pretty. And then for the lid, I'm gonna use this shimmery green in the Cowgirl palette. And as I dip into the darker green, I'm actually gonna dip into this shimmer color as well that's a little bit lighter, just to lighten up the green a bit. Okay, this is pretty, it's light. Definitely not a super metallic-y formula, but it gives a pretty light sheen. Very, very light. I'm actually going to apply some with my finger. I'm going to use the green. I think it helps, but in general, I don't feel like these are very metallic, which is not a bad thing because not everybody likes super glittery shimmer eyeshadows. Sometimes you want a wash of color, but you want it to be more of like a light sheen, and that is definitely the case with this formula. It's pretty though. I actually really like the shade of green too. It's a little bit more of like a lighter green, but it's super wearable. Okay, wait, she's cute. This is really cute. Let's take a little bit of this dark brown from the other palette in, again, Seduce. Just gonna put a little bit of that right on the outer lid. And with the darker color, I like to just stipple the product in, like just do tapping motions. And then I will go in with a blending brush just to diffuse the edges a little bit. I want to add just a touch of glitter, so I'm using the Ulta Beauty Lustrous Foil eyeshadow in the shade Silver Leaf. And what I'm going to do with this is just take the same brush that I was using, by the way. I'm just flipping it over ever so lightly, just dab it over the green for that touch of sparkle. Hopefully you can see. It's one of those things that you can really notice it when you're out in the light and your eyes sparkle. This can be a little messy because the little particles of glitter fly everywhere, but I will say I'm usually not a big fan of loose glitter like this, but this is so beautiful because you can even use your finger, honestly, which might be better. And just add that little sparkly touch over any of your favorite eyeshadow looks. And you just need a tiny little bit. Just put on some lashes. I used the Salon Perfect Siren Eyes lashes. I personally don't love these on my eye shape. They're a pretty lash, but the band is a little bit thicker, and I don't know, it's just not my favorite style. I definitely think Salon Perfect makes better lashes for my eye shape personally, but I'm glad I got to try these. They do say they complement all eye shapes, and you can actually wear them up to 20 wears, which is great. So love Salon Perfect lashes. I just don't know about the style on me, you know. Also, there's a ton of fallout on my face, so as much as I do like the Lustrous Foil eyeshadow from Ulta, like I love the effect that it gives, and this is just a really pretty addition, or even on its own, just adding a little bit of glitter on your lid. It's gorgeous, right? But there's a bunch of glitter on my face right now. The fallout is so real, and it reminds me of why I don't like products like this. If you want to splurge, I will say I do love this Fenty all over diamond veil. It's the Diamond Bomb. This is gorgeous because you can actually put this over top of any eyeshadow, and there is definitely less of that fallout glitter going to be all over your face with this product. It's more finely milled. I used this the other day and I put it right over my eyeshadow and it really made my eyes sparkle and pop. And you can of course use this all over your body as well. I know it's not drugstore, but I wanted to mention it because it's so pretty. And again, you can get like that kind of sparkly touch with your eyeshadow as well, but the glitter is not as chunky with this. I don't know, I just really like this. The Ulta one is pretty though too, don't get me wrong, but there's gonna be quite a bit of the chunky glitter on your face, so that's the only thing. Anyways, let's move into the skin. I'm gonna do a little prepping with my Stay All Night Microfine Mist from e.l.f. I forgot how amazing this product is. I recently started using it again the past couple weeks and it's really nice. I picked up a new primer. This is the NYX Freezy Cooling Primer Base. Let's try out the primer. This is what it looks like. It looks edible. I feel like I want to eat this. Ooh, okay, she is thick. Definitely kind of goes on and feels like a silicone primer. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Just silicone. You can kind of see like how thick it is. It is cooling. My face feels like I just walked into a deep freezer and sat in it for about 3 minutes and then walked out in the best way possible. It is extremely cooling. Like, wow. Did it really do anything other than make my face feel cooling? I don't think so. But we'll see how foundation applies over top. And I actually don't have a new foundation, so I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. And I have here the Oma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is one of my favorites. You can get this at Walmart. And last I checked, everything from Oma Beauty by Sharon C at Walmart was on sale, like literally 50% off. So hopefully it still is, because this foundation was like $7 the last time I looked. But it's really great, perfect for summer, lasts really well, and it still gives good coverage. And I haven't really seen any new drugstore complexion products. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to test out. Foundations I think are pretty solid. I haven't seen anything new, but this one is really nice. The color is definitely off right now, but I'm gonna make it work with concealer. And this is one of those foundations that I kind of always go back to and I really enjoy it every single time. For concealer, I am still loving the IRL Filter Finish from Makeup Revolution. I think this is amazing. I love how this wears. I love the coverage of it. And I'm in the color C. Well, actually this one I have C5. Typically I use C5 lately. I've been using it to clean up my brows. I love the applicator on it too. It's just a good formula and it's under 10. $7. Cannot beat it. What's actually really cool is that I got to work with Makeup Revolution this past month promoting this concealer, but I've already been using it since it first launched and I've been loving it. And those are my favorite kinds of sponsorships. This looks a little bit kind of like too light, but I'm gonna just put some right down the bridge of my nose and on my T-zone right here. And I'm actually going to use a sponge to blend this out. I have not used a sponge in so long because I'm always using brushes, but let me just diffuse this in a little bit with this. This one is from Dominique Cosmetics. Okay, yeah, the primer, by the way, still feels cooling on the skin, so it does feel nice, but I honestly don't see anything life-changing when I applied it on my skin. I feel like since I didn't use a hydrating primer underneath, I need a little extra moisture, so I'm gonna go in and just spray the e.l.f. setting spray in between layers. I'm excited to try out these low light liquid contours from Flower Beauty. Let's test them out. Apparently though, these dry really quick, so I'm gonna work fast. I got the shade light and medium. I'm gonna start with the light color first because it might surprise us. Maybe it'll work. I'm gonna put the product on the back of my hand first and then work from here. I actually think this color is going to match. That gave me, I think, a little something. But I'm gonna have to go in with the shade medium because I think this is way too light. I do like the undertone of this color though. It has a bit of that cool grayish ashy tone, but it's not totally gray. So I actually do like the undertone. I'm not crazy about the formula, but let me try out the color medium. I recently tested out the e.l.f. Beauty Wands, which I think are really nice. And you guys know if you've been watching my videos, I also love the Milani ones. This is what the medium looks like, by the way. So it has a bit more of a warmish undertone. You know what? Let me just apply this on this side like this just to see how it blends. I'm gonna use that same brush. Okay, that's better. That definitely gave some color, which I needed. I think you can definitely make this work if you work in sections and if you do work quickly, because I do think it dries quick. But is it like my favorite? Probably not. If I had to choose between these and the Milani liquid contours or even the e.l.f. beauty ones, I would probably choose those more. So I placed an order recently on LA Girl's website and I wanted to try these velvet blush contour sticks out. I got 3 colors. This one is in Snuggle, which is the light peachy orange, and this is a baby pink in Dreamy, and I also got a fuchsia color, and this one is in Pom Pom. I'm gonna start with Snuggle. I'm just gonna use my brush and swirl it around the product. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more pigmented, but it's okay. We're gonna build this up. Having a very not pigmented blush is not necessarily always a bad thing, especially when it's a cream and you can build it up. But sometimes when something is a little bit too pigmented, it can be difficult to work with it. So it's nice being able to control how much you want. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty when you do build it up. So you can definitely keep it very light and do something natural. See, it's not super opaque, but again, that's not always a bad thing because sometimes you don't want something maybe that is too intense. This is the other color in Dreamy, which is a really pretty pink. Oh, Pom Pom is really pretty. Wow. There's also another new powder here from LA Girl. It's the Instant Finish Blurring Loose Powder. I found this directly on their website and it's a matte oil control finish powder. This one's also talc free, which is amazing. I love seeing drugstore brands coming out with talc free products. I'm gonna use my little powder puff and dip directly into the product. I like to wipe off a little bit on the back of my hand and then set directly. Definitely matte, but I can actually see a little bit of that contour color that I used from Flower Beauty. It does look a little bit kind of muddy and gray in this area, so it's probably the lighter shade that I used that makes it look like that. I'm gonna add a little extra blush, and this is not a product that I bought. This was actually sent to me, but I'm gonna try it out today. It's from ColourPop. It's the Pressed Powder Blush, and I have this one in the color Shortbread. They have quite a few different colors. You can get these at Ulta, and I will say I love this new packaging that ColourPop has. I think it's really pretty, simple, sleek. Wow, so pigmented. Ooh, that went on really nicely. Very just smooth formula. Why did it take me so long to try these? I got this new eyeliner from Pixi. It's the Endless Silky Eye Pen. I've been loving this eyeliner formula. The black one is so black and intense. But this one I got in Bronze Beam. So I'm gonna apply this today on my waterline. This is so creamy. Okay, the lashes are definitely just not doing it for me. They're kind of ruining the look for me, to be honest. I just feel like they're dragging my eyes down and I don't like it. So I'm taking these off. When in doubt, my Kiss, no, actually these are not Kiss, these are the AOA Studio lashes in the style Alexis, but they're so similar to Kiss lashes. But when in doubt, lashes like this always save the day. I'm gonna put these on because I actually really like this makeup look and I'm wearing my makeup throughout the rest of the day. Now I feel like myself. These lashes always come through and I love them too because I can wear these with winged liner, I can wear these with a smoky eye, with no eyeshadow, and they always look amazing. We're gonna do a lip combo and then don't let me forget, I have a new highlighter that we're gonna try out as well from Essence, but let's do the lip combo first. So I got these new lip liners from AF94, which is actually available at Ulta. And whenever Ulta was having their sale, these were on sale for like, I think $4 or $5. They were very affordable, but these are the Fix lip pencils from, actually, they're not AF94. I totally lied. About Face Beauty. AF94 is a brand that is at Walmart, but this is About Face, so it's a little bit different. These are the 2 lip liners that I got. I'm gonna start, let's start with the darker one. And then maybe I'll just fill in my lips with the lighter one and I'm gonna just use this and then put a gloss over top. But look at the packaging. It looks like a high-end lip pencil. And this one's in the color Cradled. Creamy. Oh, I love the way these go on. That went on really nicely. So it actually went on a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to, but it's pretty. It's kind of just a little bit darker than my natural lips. I'm gonna use the lighter color. This one is in Endings, and this is definitely like a lipstick shade for me because it's so light. I did think these were gonna be a bit darker. I do think they come off a little bit lighter than what you actually see in the packaging. It's still a really nice formula though, and I like this combination that I did. Cute. Since we're here, I'm gonna take a little bit of that cream blush. I'm gonna put that right in the center. to bring in some of that peach. And I am still loving the NYX Fat Lip Oils. I just talked about these in my hits and misses, and I think this is a great lip oil formula. And I have the clear one here, so I'm just gonna top it off. And that's it. They're not sticky, and the clear one is always good because you can top this over anything. Now let's try out these Essence highlighters. These are the highlighters. This one is in Divine, and this one is in Staggering. I already swatched this. It looks very natural. I'm a big fan of the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, so let's see how this compares to that one. I'm gonna start with this cheek first, which, by the way, I love the blush combination that I did with the LA Girl and then the ColourPop over top. It looks stunning. And I'm going to use the same blush brush that I used earlier, which is the tapered highlighter from Manisa Beauty. And I'm just going to put this over the blush kind of as a blush topper. So it's going to give you that glow, but it's not going to be very metallic-y. It's more of like a light sheen. Very natural. I still think I like the Essence Pure Nude highlighter more. The last thing I'm going to do is just set my makeup. I'm going to take the e.l.f. setting spray that I was using earlier. I know I always say this, but I actually do really love this look. And if you know me, you know I love to match my eye makeup with what I'm wearing. So this really is just doing it for me. But let's talk about some of these products because there's a couple duds in here that, I mean, they're not really fully duds, but I think there's better alternatives. Starting with the eyeshadow palettes, I love these. They're simple, they're easy. You can do your makeup in, or I was gonna say your eyeshadow in 10 minutes or less. I like them a lot. You can mix and match. The shimmers are not super intense. They're definitely a bit more subtle, but they're pretty and you can build them up if you spray your brush or use your finger, but I really like these. Was not a fan of these Sirenized lashes. I'll probably end up giving these to my mom or my aunt. I think they're pretty, but I don't like how thick the band is, so I feel like ideally these might work best if you have a more dramatic smoky eye with some winged liner or something, but I just did not like them. They did not do what I wanted them to do for my eyes. As far as the complexion, I love the foundation concealer combo that I did. Now this Freezy primer from NYX, I don't really like the consistency of it. I will say I love how it feels because it's so cooling, but it just didn't really do much for me. And it says on here it's a cooling primer plus moisturizer. I thought it said moisturizing, but it's apparently a primer and moisturizer. I don't think this is really hydrating at all. I feel like it did quite the opposite. It totally mattified the skin. It almost made the face feel a little bit kind of on the dry side. That's why I did go in and spray my face with some setting spray in between. So maybe if you have oily skin, you might like this, but I'll have to keep using it. I don't know how I feel about it yet, actually. The liquid contours from Flower Beauty actually weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be, to be honest, but they're not my favorite. I definitely prefer the e.l.f. Beauty ones or the Milani liquid contour. The blush combination was my favorite thing I think that I used out of everything in today's video. The LA Girl Velvet Blush Stick. At first I was like, oh, it's not going to be pigmented, but it's actually so beautiful and buildable. So if you're into a blush that isn't super pigmented, I think you would really enjoy this because you can build it up and it's a really pretty formula. I love this color too in the shade Snuggle, perfect for the summertime. I'm excited to try out the other two pinky shades as well, but this was nice. And then this blush from ColourPop, it just went on like butter. The LA Girl Instant Finish powder I also really enjoyed. I'm going to keep using this and testing it out, but it totally mattified the skin, but it still gave a really pretty soft finish. I'm honestly not a big fan of the highlighter that I used from Essence. I thought it was pretty, and at first I was like, oh, okay, this is cute, but you can definitely get this effect with other highlighters. I think, I don't know. I prefer the Pure Nude highlighter personally. I think it looks better on the skin, and this one is just, it's subtle, you know? So if you like a subtle highlighter, you might like this, but I think you can do better. The lip liners though, very high end, super creamy. Very impressed with this formula. I actually like the combination of these two together too. This is kind of like my perfect nude. NYX Fat Lip Oils, these are always a good time. If you want something new to your collection, highly recommend. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in today's video. A couple hits and misses, but overall, some good little gems to try out if you guys are looking for some new affordable makeup. Let me know if you have tried any of these. What are your thoughts? Or if there's anything else that you guys want me to try out that's affordable or at the drugstore, let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. I love you all, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.